The White House says it's halting the delivery of some of the weapons previously promised to Ukraine without giving any details. They're said to include missiles and precision artillery rounds and defensive weapons, including Patriot missiles. Media reports say the main concern behind the decision is that the U.S. doesn't have enough of those weapons. The announcement comes as an emboldened Russia steps up its attacks on Ukrainian cities. Let's take this over to our correspondent in Kyiv, Jan-Philipp Schultz. Jan-Philipp, if those weapons promised to Ukraine by the U.S. aren't delivered, what would that mean for the war against Russia?
This news comes at the worst possible moment for Ukraine. Over the past weeks, we have seen more than 1,000 drone attacks and more than 100 missile attacks from Russia. On Saturday, we have seen the worst airstrikes since 2022. At the same time, any meaningful peace and ceasefire negotiations seem to be impossible at the moment. The worst news seems to be that besides other items such as drones and artillery rounds, the US is planning to hold back Patriot air defense missiles. This has been one of the most effective weapons to defend Ukrainian skies, and even if it does not come completely unexpected, it's a big shock here in Ukraine at the moment.
We've been looking a lot in recent days at the attacks on Ukrainian cities, but what can you tell about the situation on the front lines?
Basically, all along the front lines, the battles continue. Russia claims that it is in full control of the region of Luhansk now. This would be the first region that would be in complete control of Moscow. However, Ukraine hasn't confirmed this yet, and even some Russian military bloggers seem to be skeptical about it. What is confirmed is that Russia has made some advances around the important city of Kupiansk. On the other side, Ukraine has been able to push back Russian troops in the region of Sumy. So all along the front line, the war of attrition is continuing in full intensity.
That said, what can Ukraine do, or what are they maybe already doing to become more independent from the United States?
Well, I think there are two necessities for Ukraine at the moment. First of all, they will even rely more on weapon shipments from European countries, especially from Germany, of course, which has become the second biggest supporter after the US. And recent statements by German Foreign Minister Wadefuhl, who was here some days ago in Kiev, seem to point in this direction. At the same time, Ukraine probably also has to become more independent with its own weapon production and with technological innovations, possibly in so-called joint ventures with European firms. A very interesting development in this regard is the development around the so-called interceptor drones developed by Ukraine that seem to be much more effective now in attacking Russian Shahed drones over the skies of Ukrainian cities.
That was DW's Jan-Philipp Schultz in Kyiv. Thanks so much.